The following program is intended for adults only, with in compliance. Excuse me. Like I was saying, in compliance with COPPA regulations, and it is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13. Thank you. Let me clear my throat. Love Club is back. Let me clear my throat. Show me where you at in the fucking chat. Ooh, to the motherfucking way. Guess who's back? It's me. Spoiler alert. Yeah, the truth might hurt, but you gonna not be laying in the dirt, cause you got a friend forever that's here to say that I am your savior, here to save the day. Yeah, cause I saw all my people hurt, and this is Love Club. I'm Tyler Durden. Ooh-wee, yeah, I'm back. Who? You might know me as Jack. Yeah, Jack be nimble and Jack be quick, and y'all about to be on Jack's good list. Not the naughty, even though Jack's the leader of the Illuminati. We're here to start the party, and you know I want to invite everybody. Gotta reload the stream, reload the stream so I can see who's up in the chat watching me live. Shout out here tonight. Yo, it's time for Love Club. For all of the above and all of the below, it's time for the show. It's time for Love Club to let go. Yo, Bill Hicks and Benzilla, I'm telling you, it's time for me to thrill ya. Oh yeah, you know how it goes when it's time for the Love Club show. You never know what the fuck I'm about to say right here in the fucking show today. So share the link to this stream, cause I'm telling you now, we about to live our dreams. Yeah, it's time to go. It's time for all of us to enjoy the show. Yeah, Love Club, what you gonna do? Love Club is here to protect all of you, it's true. Yeah, what's the first rule of Love Club? Talk about Love Club. What's the second rule about Love Club? Yeah, you gotta talk about Love Club. Share the link to this show, cause I'm about to let you know. Rafi's Tenders, Christian Barriga, when I see your names, I'm glad to see ya in the chat. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Is that it? That's a short beat. But you never judge a beat by its size, only by its ability to give the freestyle a ninja-like agility. Welcome to Love Club. Welcome. Oh, gotta clear my throat. Let me drink some water before I start spitting. Holy shit, how you doing tonight, y'all? It's time for Love Club. If this is your first time watching Love Club, welcome. Whoa, Rafi's Tenders. Choo choo, let's start the money train boogaloo. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for supporting Love Club, because you know that Love Club is always going to support you, because that's what we do. Oh my God. Whew. Oh man. I'm just so excited to be back on Love Club. So what's the moral of the story, y'all? What's going on here? Why? A lot of people have wondered why, Evan? Why haven't you made many Evanism videos in the last couple years? Why haven't you made more truth videos about the truth about reality, or the truth about this and that? And what happened is, I could see from a mile away that the internet was about to become a very different place than what it was back in the day. All right. That as it is today, the internet is no longer this free space. The internet in America now is what we in the past used to think of the internet in North Korea, you know, where only the propaganda was allowed to be shared. And any dissenting views or alternative opinions would be immediately erased, deleted, hidden, and shut down. Okay? We used to pride ourselves as Americans that our internet was free and that we had the freedom of speech and that we could say what we want and do what we want. You know what I'm saying, Spirit Flame? I know Spirit Flame remembers the good old days of YouTube and the internet where you can find out all kinds of cool shit that just so happens to maybe be an alternative to the official story or an alternative to what you've been taught or told, you know? But now the United States government has assumed an authoritarian-like control over our internet. And now Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, the internet and these social media websites are no longer a vestige of truth or a vestige of alternative opinions. As a matter of fact, all the alternative opinions or alternatives to what the official story given to us by the people in control of this country, anything alternative to that or alternative to their propaganda is now deleted or called fake news or banned, or there's got to be a little asterisk next to it saying this has been proven to be stupid or false or this or that by independent fact checkers. Or YouTube, where if you put Illuminati in your fucking title of your video, they slap a fucking Wikipedia article underneath the title of your video saying the Illuminati is a conspiracy of this and that and the other thing. So it's like they've taken all these videos off that used to give alternative opinions in the name of combating fake news. And I knew when Hillary Clinton said that for the first time, I was like, oh, there it goes. There it goes. She just did it. She just said fake news. I knew the government was about to take over all social media networks in the name of fake news. All right, and defeating fake news. Why would they do that? Why are we here? Why are we here now in this moment where the internet in the United States of America has become worse than what we would have expected the internet to be in a country like North Korea, where only the official propaganda is allowed to be viewed in search engines or get promoted to the top of search results, or, you know, only the official story is the one approved by the independent fact checkers, and anything contrary or anything else is deemed fake news or has some kind of Wikipedia article shut down next to it. So, yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up, Bill Hicks. So here's the thing. You know, you got to realize what's going on here. You got to realize that we don't have a democracy in the United States of America, and we no longer have a place for truth on the internet. So I knew this was coming. All right. And so I switched over to another format. Okay. Because this has happened in history. This has happened time and time again throughout history. Evil people who are in control try to stifle independent media and stifle history books, people who write history books, everything, so that they can be in control of the story. And when they start doing this, it goes underground. The truth started going underground and being put into fiction. So people would put the truth into works of fiction, like comic books, or you know, people would put the truth into fiction, and that's what's happening. All right. So what I'm saying is, you know, everything I've ever said about Evanism is true. All my truth videos where I tell the truth about this, the truth about that, the Evanism secret about this, the Evanism secret about that. Those videos are fucking true. Okay. But I realize, you know, I'm here on a mission. I'm here to save the world and bring about world peace and end starvation and bring about true freedom and heaven on earth for everyone alive for the rest of eternity. To protect every human being and animal and life form on this planet from any extinction level event that could ever threaten them. Okay? So I'm not here to be this revealer of the truth about this and the truth about that and the history of this. And believe me, all the little Evanism videos I've made revealing this true history of this and the true secret of that, that's just a fraction of what I could reveal, what I have left to reveal. But that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to save the world. I'm here to end starvation, end homelessness, and end human labor. So in order to do that, you know, I have to take the right approach. So you have to trust in my approach. So you have to trust that, yes, I have a plan. That yes, I am authentic about who I say I am and what my plan is. Yeah, I have a plan. Okay, but you know, that plan involves a lot more grounded approach to saving the world than any truth about reality. And because look, you ever heard the saying, the truth? You can't handle the truth. And a lot of people can't handle the truth because truth is stranger than fiction when you get down to it. All right. And look, any video I've ever made is not to glorify myself or exalt myself or say I'm better than anyone or this or that or anything. All right. I just made Evanism videos to share the truth. All right. It wasn't coming from any ego space. All right. But here's the thing. I'm working on a revolutionary video game, and this video game is a stepping stone in saving the world. And, you know, so what I'm saying is the reason I stopped focusing on telling the truth about this and the truth about that is because I need to take a more grounded approach to succeed in my mission of saving the world and bringing about world peace and heaven on earth for everyone alive. All right? So, you know, so if you've seen all my Evanism videos and all that shit, you're ahead of the curve. You're a member of the 111 Illuminati. You're privy to some top secret information, you know, but in order to succeed in saving the world, it does take a very grounded approach. And so that's why my main focus from now forward, you know, above being any kind of YouTuber or anything, has to be, you know, my plan. All right. So, and I can't come on here and explain my plan to you. All right. I wish I could. All right. Of how I'm going to bring about Evanism. All right. Because Evanism is true freedom in heaven on earth. The end of human labor. 100% of human labor is replaced by advanced robotics automation technology so that we can provide everything to everyone for free as a human right, on demand 24/7. so that everything is created by robots, everything is distributed by robots, and human beings can experience unconditional wealth and prosperity every day on a daily basis. That's what Evanism is. All right. So why do I bring up Evanism? Because, look, it's getting to the point now, YouTube and Facebook and all these platforms, they have advanced artificial intelligence that you post a meme, any picture you post, the AI knows every word that's in the picture, what it means, what it's saying, what's going on in the picture. It can do this to pictures and videos. YouTube has the same shit. They all have it, right? And they're about to put it into action in a way that we're not prepared for, right? It's going to really make our internet feel really shitty. You know, we're not going to feel like we have a free internet anymore. And so all you got to do is say something that goes against their narrative, and they can just, you know, fucking throw a Wikipedia article under you. I don't know. It's just fucked up. But what's fucked up is we live in this society where people are just falling victim to this charade that is democracy in this country. Because believe me, democracy on a federal level in this country is completely a lie. Since the very beginning, there has never been an election, an honest election in this country for president. Right? Every single president in the United States, from George Washington to Donald Trump, are blood related. Oh, even Joe Biden. They're all blood related. They're all part of the royal family from England. They're all descendants of John Lackland, the King of England. So here's the moral of the story. Every election is rigged so that they put into power whoever they want, and it's all chosen ahead of time. Who out of these family members is gonna pretend to lead the country for 4 years? And believe me, that's what they do. They play a role because our democracy is really like professional wrestling. And we have a bunch of actors portraying politicians. We have actors who are pretending to be politicians, and like most presidents of the United States before Donald Trump, they would get out there and everything they would say in public on TV would be read off of a teleprompter and written by a team of other people. You would very rarely see a president come out and actually be themselves, be authentic, speak their mind, you know. So, and the reason why is because it's all scripted. It's all a charade. It's all wrestling. And this dichotomy, this polarized dichotomy of the two-party system, it was carefully constructed to do many things. One of the things it was carefully constructed to do was to pacify upwards of 50% of the population at a time every 4 years. So if you can split the country in half and then pretend like one side is controlling the country, people are more likely to not criticize the president when it's a president who belongs to a party that they support. So the people who are faking our democracy, they created these two teams, the red team and the blue team. And then they trick us into thinking, oh, you got to choose one team or the other. You're for one team or the other. And then they trick us into thinking these primary elections are real, when in reality, everyone in the primary are all cousins with each other. Like they show up every year at family reunions. They're that closely related. All right. Barack Obama and Mitt Romney are cousins. They went against each other in 2012, right? And before that, Obama and McCain, was it? Cousins. They're cousins, okay? You understand that? Obama is related to George Washington. So is George Bush. They're all related. They're all related. And there's no way that, oh, just by coincidence, one family, one royal family from England could keep getting elected into being president. So they created these two sides, the red and the blue. And unlike wrestling, where you have the bad guys and the good guys, and it's more clearly defined who you're trying to sell as the bad guy and who you're trying to sell as the good guy. Well, this political system, this fake democracy, takes it to the next level, where you split the population into two distinct groups, and you can program which group thinks. You can take one candidate or one side, and you can program in a whole group to think they're the good guy, and the other group thinks it's the bad guy. All right? So depending on whose team you're on, that's who you're going to think is the good guy or the bad guy. And then, so whenever there's a Democrat president, all the Democrat voters, they just turn a blind eye to every evil thing that the president does. Just because they're a Democrat, they just, that's the thing. That's why a lot of Democrat voters hated Trump and all this, because they want to feel at ease. They only feel like they're good people when there's a Democrat in office, and they can just turn a blind eye to everything and say, oh, it's great, everything's perfect now because there's a Democrat. Oh, it's all perfect. When it's fucked up, y'all. It's so fucked up. Because you can't, and the reason they get away with it is because they trick you into this red team versus blue team bullshit. So they turn democracy into a team sport where one team's going to win and the other team's going to lose, and it's a competition. And when they put you in that mindset, you're going to blindly support the team captain. You're going to blindly support the president who's picked on that side, no matter how much of a scumbag or unfit they are to run the presidency. All right. And so what happened when Obama was elected is he got away with doing all kinds of evil shit. He was just as bad as Trump was with immigrants, if not worse. What he did, like Trump pointed out, they built these cages and shit. You know what I mean? Like, nobody criticizes them for that because they've trained people to turn a blind eye to their team. So they just want their team to win. So you're not going to criticize your own team, are you? No, you want your own team to win. So why would you ever criticize your own team? All right? So it's like, but it's fucked up. So no matter what, and this is the fucked up part, no matter who wins, Democrat, Republican, they're just actors pretending to be the president. They're not really the ones in control. They're just playing a role. They're playing a scripted role that was designed to give people in America the illusion that they have control over some shit when they really don't. All right, there's a reason why the Democratic Party will not let Bernie Sanders become president, and why they will never let AOC become president, and why they will never let anybody but the members of this royal bloodline become president. Because we don't have a real democracy. Our votes really don't matter. And they've already selected who's going to be president. All right? You just wait and fucking see it. If Biden really is the 46th president, you better believe me, Trump's going to be back in 2024 to go against whoever. And they're not going to let AOC be. The Democratic Party and the Republican Party, they pretend to represent certain groups of people and certain ideologies, but they don't really do it. Here's why. Pro is the opposite of con, right? So progress is the opposite of Congress. So Congress literally is the opposite of progress. Congress is in opposition to progress. So Congress was created to stifle any progress from happening. And why? Why? Because every bill that gets passed that has any kind of progressive policies is going to get shut down, and the excuse will always be the Democrats and the Republicans couldn't agree again. Oh, we just couldn't agree. Oh, now the will of the American people doesn't get put into action because we couldn't agree in Congress. Or the bill the president made couldn't get passed because Congress couldn't agree. Congress is the opposite of progress. Pro is the opposite of con. Get it? So Congress only exists to give the American people the illusion that there is an excuse for why this country is so shitty and why they're getting fucked every day by the government. Okay? So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Fucking Barack Obama killed Muammar Gaddafi. Barack and Hillary teamed up and killed Muammar Gaddafi, who was basically the brown-skinned Bernie Sanders. Overnight, Muammar Gaddafi, when he came into power, he put policies into effect that turned his country into the most prosperous nation on the planet at the time. He was giving everyone free electricity, free housing, free rent, no bills. Everything was free. When you turn 18 or something, you get a free car. When you get married, you get $150 to put toward a house. Okay? Like, everybody in Libya was coming up. And the people in Libya had the highest quality of living, the highest standard of living per square inch on the planet. So Hillary and Barack were like, and everybody else, the Republicans too, because they're all on the same side, they're all on the same team. There is no opposition to each other. They just pretend to oppose each other. But yeah, the people in power are the ones who take credit. They're the ones that get blamed for everything the country does those 4 years. Okay, so the president isn't there to actually do things. They're there to do what they've, they're there to get blamed for what the country does. So Barack and Hillary, they went into Libya and they killed Gaddafi and they destabilized everything. They got rid of the free electricity. They got rid of the free internet. They got rid of the free water. They got rid of the free shit. And they brought in the Rothschild banking system, and now everybody's enslaved just like they are here and in every other country except for Iran and North Korea. Iran and North Korea are the only countries left without the Rothschild banking enslavement system. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Tova, welcome. And Elvani, welcome to the show. Yeah, welcome to Love Club. We're just talking about the fact that you shouldn't get fired up about this democracy, because when you do, you're falling for their trap, you're falling for their bullshit, and you're really, really exhibiting some Stockholm syndrome. All right, if you really feel like, wow, these people really represent me, they don't. They're just pretending to. And they give you these promises that they're not going to fucking do. Okay? And the majority of presidents in our past have exhibited this behavior over and over again. So our democracy doesn't work. It's fucked up. It's shitty. It's designed to fail. It's not designed to do what it's supposed to be. And believe me, you know, when you look at what democracy should be, you know, we're told, oh, you know, the reason we have elected representatives is because we didn't have any telecommunications in the past, so we had to elect representatives to travel across country and meet with the other representatives and discuss what the people's will was. So yeah, our government supposedly started because we would hire people. We the community would come together. Yeah, we the people would come together and we would say what we want made into law. And then our elected officials and our elected representatives, we would elect people to then take our bill, take what we've written down, and then take that to the other lawmakers of the country or the state, wherever it may be, and represent us and say, this is what they want. This is what we, the people of this state or this town, want put into law. So that is what our government was originally created for. They were not created, right, to dictate to us what the law is going to be. No, we're supposed to be paying them so that we dictate to them what the law is going to be. But see, they give us the illusion that that's happening through this voting and through this, oh, but you got to wait every 2 years to vote now. Newsflash, we're in the internet age, and every American citizen could be voting from their smartphone on all kinds of fucking issues every second. Okay, they're okay with sending us surveys on YouTube ads and shit. Well, why can't we vote on shit? Why can't we make our voices heard? We don't need elected representatives or elected officials anymore because our voices can be heard. We can do a Zoom meeting with everybody in the fucking country. You know what I'm saying? If we wanted, we can vote instantly on all kinds of issues. So we don't need these fuckers no more, but they've got us tricked into thinking that they're going to dictate to us what the law is. That they're going to dictate to us what the fuck's going to happen with our tax dollars. When we have hired them, they're getting paid by our motherfucking tax dollars that we've worked hard for. Okay? So you got to realize this is a one-party dictatorship masquerading as a two-party democracy. All right? No matter if it's a Democrat or Republican in the office, we are being dictated to about what our laws are going to be. We're being dictated to by the people we've elected to represent us, have somehow flipped the script and assumed this position of power where they think they can dictate to us what our laws are going to be, or dictate to us this or that or the other thing, when they are hired strictly to do our will. And they're trying to keep us entrapped in this archaic old system where our voices could only be heard through voting or through, you know, this channel or that. No, you're not going to tell us, oh, you know, there's only one way you can do things, and it's our way or the highway. No, you're not going to dictate to us like that. All right? So that's why I don't want to see progressive people getting pacified if Joe Biden becomes president. All right? Because That's what they want to do. That's what they want to try to do. They want to say, "Oh boy, yeah, that's the Joe. Yeah, Joe's the savior. Yeah." But he's already said he's not progressive at all. He's basically Republican. He's not, like I said, they're all in the same team. They're all actors, you know? And so here's the thing. No matter who's president, you got to hold their feet to the fire and say, all right, these are what our demands are. And if you don't meet our demands, the Declaration of Independence says we have the right to have a full-blown revolution and create a better form of government that actually works for us and protects our inalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. All right, the Declaration of Independence doesn't say if your country is fucking you over and trying to dictate to you what the fuck the law is, go out and vote for the other party. No, 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 no. They didn't say that. They didn't say go vote if you want to change the country. They didn't say go vote. No. They said fire everyone in your government, throw out the old constitution and make a new one. Make a new government that actually takes care of you, that actually works for you, that actually does your will, your bidding, not dictate to you what the law is going to be. So yeah. So that's what's happening here. All right. So you got to demand, that the first year in office, we get legalized marijuana on a federal level, that in the first year of office, we have monthly COVID-19 relief stimulus checks of $1,200 at least at the bare minimum for every United States citizen and any immigrants as well that are staying here. So like everybody living here needs a $1,200 check every month. And universal health care, y'all. We need it. We need to demand it. We do not beg our government, okay? We pay them to do what we say. We don't beg them. We don't go vote to try to jump through the hoops they set up for us. No, they don't set up the hoops for us to jump through. We set up the hoops for them to jump through. That's what they're getting paid to do. They don't get paid to dictate to us what the fuck is going on. All right? They don't get paid to sit and tell us, oh, you're not going to get universal health care like every other fucking country in the world. Nope, for some reason, Americans just don't deserve it. Sorry, all these millions of people are going to fucking die. You know what I'm saying? No, you got to tell the government, no, we're going to have universal health care. You don't seem to understand. The American people are not going to die or allow themselves to be killed due to lack of insurance. Okay, because I will fight for the American people. I will stand up and say, if there's one American on this fucking planet whose life is in danger because someone's telling them they don't got a right to go to the doctor, or they don't have a right to get the operation they need to save their lives, or they're going to go into debt for the rest of their lives because they get sick, I'm not going to let that happen. And anybody who would and say, no universal health care, they're unfit to be having any form of power in this country, because that is not the will of the American people. We are not going to let any American, suffer or die or be sick. We're going to make sure that America is number one when it comes to health and wellness of every citizen. All right? That's what we need. Not just someone out there saying we're the best, but actually making sure we are. All right? So, thanks, Sid. Look at Sid coming through in the chat, proving we're in a Final Fantasy game. Thank you, Sid. Thank you for clicking like, everyone out there in the multiverse and beyond. Love Club is back, y'all. So, here's the thing. We have to realize that we hold the power as Americans, okay? Our power does not exist through voting. And anybody who tries to tell you that that's how it's done, that that's our only avenue for progress or change is through this archaic system that has been hijacked, no. Okay? If this really is America and this really is the land of the free, then we really need true freedom. We really need a government that works for all. All right. So, yeah, we got to start holding our elected officials' feet to the fire and making some demands and saying, hey, this is what the will of the American people is. The will of the American people is this, and that we're not going to let Americans die when other countries have free health care and everyone alive in those countries has the right and the privilege to go to the doctor all the time when they need to and get good quality health care. All right? So we've got to not turn a blind eye just because there's a Democrat in the White House, or turn a blind eye because there's a Republican in the White House. Because that's fallen victim. It's fallen victim to their ploy, their mind game. And that's why voting, in case you didn't know, you got to read the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence and all this stuff, but all you got to do is Google the consent of the governed. What you don't know is voting, these people who have hijacked our supposed democracy, they have constructed this thing called the consent of the governed, and they consider the act of voting a participation of giving consent to them governing you. So when you go to vote, you're not really casting a ballot for who you want to lead the country. You're actually giving them permission to rule over you for longer because of what they call the consent of the governed. But the cool thing about the consent of the governed is it can be revoked. Okay, it can be revoked. That consent can be revoked. And that's why voting you shouldn't vote. You should have a revolution. A peaceful revolution. That's what's needed, not voting, okay? Because believe me, the founding fathers wrote it all out in the Declaration of Independence. It's all there. It's all there. Go read the Declaration of Independence. It's not a big document. It's not an epic, okay? Right? It's not that much to read, but you should read the Declaration of Independence because it's a document that doesn't just apply to Americans, it applies to every human being. Right? And if you really want to see something, look up the Declaration of Evanism, which is a video I made that is a video document that will protect and respect every human being in existence on this planet and every other planet for the rest of eternity. And humanoid life forms, you name it. So, what's that all mean? It means if they don't start doing our will, if they keep trying to dictate to us, then we have to uphold the Declaration of Independence. Above all other historical documents, the Declaration of Independence is the one that we should all be focused on upholding, because it's the document that truly protects us. All right? And like I said, the Declaration of Independence says that if you have a government who is violating your rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, or if they're trying to dictate to you what the law is as opposed to simply representing you as they've been hired to do, then it is your right and your duty to fire everyone in that government and create another government of your own. A new government that actually protects and respects your unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And so, seeing as our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are not just something that Americans are protected, that's actually a protection that extends to every human being on planet Earth. When we think about the fact that our rights are being violated right now by all these various governments around the planet, and capitalism and everything, it's all a violation of our unalienable rights as outlined in the Declaration of Independence. So we have to stand up. We have to say, you know what? We are going to uphold the Declaration of Independence, and we are going to stand up for our rights on this planet, and we're going to create a new government that has no borders. A new government that has no borders, that there's no dividing lines, there's no two-party system. A new world order that literally protects and respects everyone's unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Because that's what the founding fathers of this country, of America, have lined out in the Declaration of Independence. So, history, there's progress all throughout history. There's progress, and the moral of the story is, they try to brainwash us in school. They try to brainwash us into thinking that historical figures are just part of the past. That people like Einstein and Tesla and Martin Luther King Jr., these are just people that existed in the past, and there's no such thing as historical figures anymore. That there's no such thing as individuals who can change the world. Okay? They try to sell us this notion in school that history can never be made again. It's just, history is history, But it's not. We can make changes. We can change the way things are. We are the architects of the way things are. We can't be complying with a broken system that is not working for us any longer. As a matter of fact, we can no longer employ people who are not doing our will. Why would we employ people? Because the American taxpayer are the ones employing the United States government, everybody, every elected official, every public official, every public worker, all paid by our tax dollars, all of them. So realistically, the people of planet Earth have to peacefully, demand that, hey, government, are you working for us? Are you really, And now, if, like I said, but a big chunk of the population likes to turn a blind eye and just pretend that the world is perfect as long as the president is a affiliated with the party that they vote for. And they just, it's bad. It's really bad. And people need to wake up and say, you know what? This is what we deserve. And we're not going to beg anymore. And we're not going to plead. And we're not going to vote. And we're not going to jump through hoops. We're going to say, hey, look it. You guys work for us. This is what the Declaration of Independence says. You guys aren't cutting the mustard, you know. And we've got a better way. This is the 21st century. We can have a better democracy where the voices of the American people can be heard every second. We don't need a Congress. We don't need all these positions. We no longer need all these fancy positions, okay? We can facilitate getting our voices heard and create a real democracy where we can vote on our smartphone on any issue we want. We can even make our own bills, present bills to everyone, and everyone can vote on those bills. We don't need dictators, okay? The people who are really in control of this country have sold you this notion that dictator means one person dictating to you, this is the law, this is the way it is, right? It's always this dictator, and they say a dictator is bad because he's in power for more than 4 years. Who would ever do something like that? Or more than 8 years. We shouldn't have leaders in power for more than 8 years. That's horrible. That's a dictator. So they get you to think a dictator is one singular person dictating to you this, that, and the other thing for an extended period of time. When in reality, what we're experiencing right now is a dictatorship, right? It's a dictatorship. A dictatorship is when your government is dictating laws to you as opposed to you dictating laws to the government. And it's as simple as that. Debbie Cakes knows this. You know what I'm saying? Christian Barriga, he's got his third eye open to this issue. You know what I'm saying? All the members of the 111 Illuminati and Love Club who have been watching this show, they know. They know this, all right? So the moral of the story is, the real moral of the story is, we have to be vigilant, all right? We have to not turn a blind eye or think that everything's cool or, oh, we're powerless, we're helpless, we can only make change every 4 years in the voting booth. Don't believe that shit, okay? Don't believe that bullshit. Just realize we, the people, have the power. We have the power, and we are going to demand the highest standard of living possible on this planet. Which brings us to Evanism, right? Because if we're going to build a new world order, if we're going to build a new government, why not do it the right way? So here we go, y'all. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Hold on. Hold up. I'm trying to find the declaration here. I got it. Here we go. Peep this. Peep this. And when you go to my channel and find this video and share it, peep this, y'all.
The Declaration of Evanism. The time to put an end to starvation, put an end to human labor, put an end to war, put an end to homelessness, save the world and bring about world peace is upon us. We the people of the 21st century and beyond no longer tolerate the use of violence and killing as acceptable solutions for any problem any longer. That means that we the people are going to make it illegal for any individual or government to kill anyone anywhere for any reason. Which means no government or form of law enforcement on the planet will be able to kill anyone anywhere for any reason any longer. We the people of the 21st century and beyond recognize all acts of war as terrorism, and therefore all acts of war are illegal. Which means no more dropping bombs or invading lands or troops killing people ever again. We the people of the 21st century and beyond refuse to allow any human being on planet Earth to starve to death ever again. We will end starvation by using advanced robotics automation technology to create an unlimited amount of free food to provide food to all of humanity for free unconditionally as a human right. We the people of the 21st century and beyond reject the notion of class and recognize that all human beings are royalty and that all human beings deserve to be treated like royalty and experience unconditional wealth and prosperity and have everything they want and need for free as a human right. We the people of the 21st century and beyond will create advanced robotics automation technology to replace 100% of human labor so that we can provide everything to everyone for free on demand 24/7 delivered by robots. So that people will no longer be forced to do anything that they don't want to do for any reason ever again. And never again will any human being ever be told that they have to earn their right to live. Evanism protects and respects everyone alive's unalienable rights to life, liberty and the pursuit of happiness. Empowering everyone alive to make their every dream come true every day without ever having to slave away. Ensuring that everyone alive has everything that they need to sustain their life and have the liberty and freedom to do whatever they want for free and empower them to pursue their happiness without limitation. Money and capitalism are slavery and have no place in 21st century society and beyond. Evanism protects and guarantees the unalienable rights of everyone alive. Therefore it must protect everyone on planet Earth and beyond. We the people will invest in creating this better world together, and invest in saving planet Earth before it's too late. We the people will utilize Evanism to bring about world peace, put an end to starvation, put an end to human labor, put an end to war, and bring about true freedom for everyone alive. We are Love Club. We are the heroes this world so desperately needs, and the time to save the world is upon us. Time to put an end to human labor, put an end to starvation, and bring about world peace and true freedom for everyone alive. We are Love Club. Welcome to the 111 Illuminati.
Evanism. We. Where am I? Where am I? Oh my God. Everything's gone dark on me. There I am. Oh my Lord, there I am. Holy shit. There was the Declaration of Evanism. Throw a 111 in the chat if you're excited that that document currently exists. That's right. The Declaration of Evanism. So in order to ensure that that document you just saw, the Declaration of Evanism, in order to ensure that becomes a success, I'm taking a more grounded approach. Because believe me, I could be on here, you know. Oh, Tika Leak. What's up, Tika Leak? How you doing? You know, because I could be on here talking about all kinds of things. It is the season, and I can be talking about all kinds of Evanism stuff right now. Right? It is Love Club. And I am Jack's smirking return. All right, I could tell you who Jack is. Last year I explained the truth about Jack. But, you know, I could do an Evanism video explaining the truth about Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean and how it's based on a true story about a certain time traveler who time traveled into the past on a secret mission and had to become a pirate and told people that his name was Jack Sparrow. Holy shit, y'all. Holy shit. Yeah, I can get into all of it, you know, because it is, hey, it's time for the Nightmare Before Christmas. People want to know the truth. But maybe, I don't know, as tempted as I am to make these videos exploring the truth about this and that, like I said, right now, my main objective in this world is to succeed in my mission of saving the world, bringing about world peace, ending starvation, ending homelessness, ending human labor, bringing about heaven on earth for everyone alive, protecting the planet Earth from any possible extinction level events that could ever occur, saving the world before it's too late, cleaning up the planet, advancing technologies beyond your wildest dreams. All right? Because that's what Evanism promises you. Evanism. True freedom. Do you understand what's going to happen in the future when Evanism takes hold? Let me give you a preview of what's going to happen. Because, yeah, I am the real Jack Sparrow. Boom! Boom! I time traveled back into the past. I'm a pirate, y'all. As a matter of fact, I'm the ultimate pirate. Okay? And in the future, through Evanism, there's going to be no more copyright. There's going to be no more money. There's going to be no more copyright laws. So every human being is going to be able to make their own book or movie or video game or fan film or whatever they want of any property that exists today. They're going to be able to make whatever they want with it, and because no one owns the rights to anything anymore. No one owns the rights to a movie so that they can charge you a fee to see that movie anymore. All right, everything's going to be public domain. Everything's going to be protected under the public domain. And every single movie is going to be instantly accessible to you on demand. All right, I'm going to create a service better than YouTube. It's going to be an umbrella of every single thing you could ever want to watch or see. And through that one portal, you're going to be able to instantly access any movie or TV show or special or documentary or YouTube video you could ever imagine and experience it. But guess what? Not only that, you're going to have a godlike control over what you're watching, because you are going to be able to watch any movie in the history of history through Evan Lefavor technology. You are going to be able, through Halo technology, created by your friend forever, Evan Lefavor, coming soon to a reality near you. Through Halo technology, you're going to be able to watch any movie ever made, any TV show ever made, and you are going to be able to customize the cast of that movie. You are going to be able to select any actor in the history of history to play any role in any movie or TV show in the history of history, including putting in the face and voice of yourself and other people you know. This highly advanced Halo technology allows you to customize your dream cast of any movie you've ever seen, any TV show. Put yourself into the movie, put any other actor or any other person you know into the movie, and watch that motherfucking movie with your face. More than deep fake. I'm talking about taking deep fake technology to the next level. That's right, deep fake technology is coming to the next generation through Halo technology. To the extent where, because of your friend Forever Evan Lefavor, you're finally going to be able to simply have an AI. Every human being is going to have their own AI, and these AIs are called genies. That's right, genies are real. In the future, genies actually exist. All right? And what's cool about a genie is your genie is someone you can talk to, and through your augmented reality, you can see them. Or on your device, you can see them if you want. You can customize what you want your genie to look like. And they can be anyone, even a celebrity. If you want your genie to look and talk and act like Angelina Jolie, or take it a step further and pick one of her favorite movies or one of your favorite movies of hers, and that version of her is now your genie, yes, you will have that. And I've created something called LIs. These LIs are augmented reality glasses. These glasses allow you to augment the reality around you in any way, shape, or form you see fit, to the extent of allowing you to turn your entire reality around you into anything you want it to be. So let's say you're walking down the street, you've got your LIs on, and you say, you know what I want to do? I want to see reality as if I was in the Simpsons episode. You tell this to your genie. You say, hey, genie, I want reality to be like the Simpsons. She'd be like, you got it, Chief. Boom. Instantly, everything you see, every person you see, every object you see is now, everything looks like the Simpsons. Everybody's a Simpsons character. Everything you see, it looks just like a Simpsons episode. You look down at your hands, it looks like you're a Simpsons character. You look in the mirror, you're seeing a Simpsons character that looks just like you. You're going on a date. Maybe you're going out on a date, right? You can put your LIs on. Both of you can be wearing LIs and customize what the other person looks like. So a girl can go on a date with a guy for the first time, and instead of seeing his face, she's wearing her LIs, and his face looks like Johnny Depp. So every time she sees this dude, his face looks like Johnny Depp. Maybe she doesn't give a fuck what he really looks like, because every time she sees him through the visor, that's what he looks like. It's Johnny Depp. In the future, I'm sure there will be people who have never seen what the other person really looks like, because through LIs, and believe me, LIs, the glasses you put on are just a temporary solution until we get the contact lenses completely fixed so that they are optimized. But once we have the contact lenses, then we're really having fun. And we're really having fun. But so, LIs is cool. Halo technology is cool. Genies are cool. So, your genie, so you got your LIs on, right? Your genie can see your environment. Everything you see, your genie can see. and shit you can't even see, your genie can see, because there's sensory inputs all around the LIs. So you can, your genie knows your environment, and they can interact as if they're really in the environment with you. So they can lean up on a counter, they can sit down in a chair. And through the deep fake augmented reality technology, they can actually simulate interacting with your environment. Because through LIs, I can digitally erase an object in real time from your vision and actually have a genie, a holographic 3D fake person who looks 100% real, pick up something in your reality. You will perceive them interacting with it. And it's really cool. It's 100% realistic. So you're going to have that to look forward to. So, I mean, LIs it's very important. Okay. We're an hour and 11 minutes and exactly right now 11 seconds into the show. And we've got 11 viewers. Look at all that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So just know in the future, you're going to have a lot of fun, and you're going to be able, through Halo technology, you're going to be able to talk to your genie. You're going to say, because like I told you, through the Dreamcast system, you're going to be able to watch any movie or TV show with any actor playing any role in history, including putting yourself and your friends and your family members into movies and all kinds of shit. And I'm talking 100% realistic deepfake technology. Not only are you going to be able to do that, but you're going to be able to describe movies to your genie, and your genie can command deepfake technology. And you can say, hey, genie, I want to see a movie where it's a sequel to all my favorite movies, and it stars Marty McFly and Doc Brown. It's a sequel to Back to the Future 3. And they meet up with Bill and Ted and realize that they've got to go back in time and get the help of the Goonies. And then the Gremlins show up, and there's two different Corey Feldmans, and there's Gremlins running all over the fucking place. So in the future, you're going to be able to describe a movie like that to your genie. And using Halo technology, which has sophisticated deepfake technology, your AI genie can construct any movie for you that you could ever describe. And through a very small description, your genie can give you a movie where you're watching this movie and it looks like a young Michael J. Fox and Doc Brown are interacting with Bill and Ted and the Goonies, and it's like E.T.'s in the fucking movie. All right? Like, the sky is not the limit. You describe the movie you want to see. The Halo technology makes it real. And if you think the movie is shitty that the genie made for you, you can tweak it. And you can even go into a simulation where you're actually on set directing every scene. And you can actually go in the editing room and do it the old school way. But it's all through Halo technology. Why is it called Halo technology? Well, the cool thing about Halo technology, it's not just, augmented reality and stuff, It allows for a human being to wirelessly have their hey, Voice Man, what's up, Voice Man? Welcome. Just describing a little bit about Halo technology. So let me take a drink of water and I'll finish that thought here. Halo technology, the cool thing about it is that it can simulate realities perfectly. And I have discovered a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away that human beings perceive their reality through these sensory input organs like our eyes and our ears and our nose and our skin, and it's all sending data, electrical data from these sensory inputs. The electricity travels to our brain, and what this electrical data then sends these electrical synapses to fire, giving us a perception of reality. So we are literally an organic computer, all right? And these synapses in our brain that fire off because they're getting data from our sensory input organs, they can be intercepted through halo technology. So this halo technology can wirelessly read and write electrical synapse data. So in real time, halo can interact with the human brain, and instead of your eyes telling your brain what you're seeing, halo technology has intercepted the signal that would normally come from your eyes, which is just a simple electrical signal that can be intercepted by this technology. And then now halo technology is sending that data to your brain, telling you what to see. It's doing the same with your ears, and it's telling you what to hear. Okay, you don't have to put on headphones, because halo now is telling your brain, just like your ears do, what you're hearing at the moment. Your entire body is firing synapses. What they don't tell you is your entire body is a sensory input machine. So here's the moral of the story. Halo technology. All you got to do is lay down, and there's this little switch in your brain that switches off when you go to sleep. And this switch stops you from acting out your dreams. And so it paralyzes your body. And so you don't act out your dreams. And halo technology can artificially flip that switch on command. So at first it's a little weird when you go into halo technology, because you lay down and it's like flipping a switch. You're literally in another place. It's not like falling asleep. Falling asleep, you're kind of waiting, and it kind of happens, and then you don't remember how it happened or when it happened because you're asleep. With halo technology, you're literally laying down, and the transition, and it is a smooth transition, but the transition is pretty instantaneous. But of course, you can customize your load in. So, whatever simulated reality you want to load into, whatever you want it to look like, whatever you want it to be, when you lay down and beam into halo, let halo beam into you. And people who dispute simulated reality theory oftentimes say, how could there ever be a hardware that could generate such a vast simulation? It would have to be some huge piece of technology. But what people don't realize is halo technology creates completely realistic simulated realities using the human brain. The only hardware we need is the human brain. Okay, we don't need supercomputers and all these giant towers into the sky of a billion gigs of RAM and all this to make a simulation. We don't need that. Okay? Because the human brain does all the computing. Now, and so, yes, when you beam into halo technology, you It's like you're alive. It's like you're there. It doesn't feel like a virtual reality. It doesn't feel like a dream. It feels just as real as any other moment of your quote unquote real life. Just as real. You feel your heartbeat. You smell the environment around you. You can feel the air in your lungs. And so Halo technology is cool. All right. As a matter of fact, spoiler alert, you're in it right now. So anyway, Halo technology is awesome. Because you heard of 3D movies, right? Well, I invented fourth dimensional movies, fifth dimensional movies, and sixth dimensional movies. All right. And I can tell you the differences. All right. So, a fourth dimensional movie is a movie whose reality you can enter into, and you have an awareness of the fact that you're in that reality. You can do whatever you want within that reality. Like, let's say, name a movie. Someone out there in internet land, name a movie in the chat. Anybody, please, if you're watching this show right now, name some movies. Name some movies right now. Or books, movies or books that you would go into. If you had Halo technology and you were able to jump into the reality of any book or movie or TV show ever made and do whatever you wanted in a consequence-free, 100% realistic way, that's a fourth dimensional movie. A 4D movie is when you enter into the movie. All right? So through Halo technology, we create a simulated reality where everything in the movie is real. So when you go into a movie like Christian Briga says Lord of the Rings, you can go into Lord of the Rings. And when you go up to Frodo Baggins in Lord of the Rings and you knock on his door, you show up before Gandalf and you're knocking on the door, and Bilbo and Frodo are there. Bilbo comes out thinking Gandalf's going to be there, but it's you. You can have a conversation with Bilbo, and it's not an actor playing the part. Sure, he looks just like he did in the movie, but it's really Bilbo. Because Halo technology simulates any character perfectly as if they were real. And you can have a conversation with Bilbo Baggins. You can interact with the story in any way, shape, or form you want. You can have a godlike control. It's like free-for-all. You do whatever you want. Okay? Beyond Alive 125 says the Matrix. They would go into the Matrix. Great idea. Go into the Matrix and have a conversation with Morpheus about how you're in a simulated reality. Why wouldn't you want to do that? That's a 4D movie. So I make 4D movies of all your favorite movies so you can jump into anything. That's 4D. 4D is jumping into anything, having a godlike control. 5D games take it to the next level. 5D games, or 5D movies, sorry, did I say games? 5D takes it to the next level. See, in a 4D movie, you're just visiting. And you're aware of what's going on. You're just visiting. You know you're in Halo technology. You know what you're doing. You're just fucking around going into your favorite book or your favorite movie or your favorite TV show and influencing the outcome any way you want to. Or seeing what happens afterwards, or seeing what happens before, or doing whatever you want. And it's 100% real. Okay, but you can fly into the sky. You can have superpowers. You can place yourself here or there, this role, that role. But in a 5D movie, you choose to be born as a character in a simulated reality and experience being this fictional character for an entire lifetime. So Joseph Perez says Harry Potter. Get this. In 5D Harry Potter for Halo technology, in the future, you're going to be able to play 5D Harry Potter in Halo technology. And before you enter into the simulation, you are going to be able to customize what you're going to look like, what your parents are going to look like, what your friends, the other characters are going to look like. Here's the cool thing about 5D movies in Halo technology is it's not only single player. You can actually experience a 5D movie with other people you know from outside. And all of you, you'll be born as different characters. So when you enter into experiencing Harry Potter 5D for Halo technology, you are born as Harry Potter. You experience every day of Harry Potter's life, and it is real. And the events of the movies, yes, they transpire, but they're also affected by your own personal choices within that story as that character. And inside of these simulated realities or 5D movies for Halo technology, we have to put in a day-night cycle so that you can only stay inside the simulation for so long. And then you have to go to sleep at night, where we secretly log you out of the simulation. You log out and go back to the real world for a while. You come back in, boom, you're waking up back into the next day as Harry Potter again. And Halo technology, when you experience a 5D movie, you consciously make yourself forget that you're really in Halo, so that you will truly believe that you really are Harry Potter. So the day-night cycle and the time limit for how long you can stay logged into the simulation has to be put in there. So you just go to sleep, and then you have the dreams, and the dreams mask the fact that you really logged out. Because Halo technology, spoiler alert, it's a technology of the gods. Okay. But hey, it's coming soon to a theater near you. That's right, no, to a reality near you. Halo technology. But you know what? We are an hour and a half into this show. Well, that means I have got to go. So I want to thank you all for watching this tonight. I think we have time for one last. Throw a 111 in the chat if you want Evanism. If you want Halo technology, if you want to be able to talk to your genie who will make your every wish and prayer come true, right? Evanism makes your prayers come true, science fact. Evanism makes your wishes come true, science fact. Because you just make a wish to your genie, you pray to your genie, and they make it come true. They make your fucking wishes come true. You say, hey, genie, I want a PlayStation 5. I want 111-inch 8K TV. I want 3 Big Macs. I want a chicken chalupa. I want a lobster. I want 2 liters of Coke. I want a bottle of Patron, and I want it ASAP. You know what's going to happen? The robots, your genie is going to be like, as you wish. Boom. Minutes later, the robots are already making it up. They already got the shit ready. Boom, boom, boom. That shit is getting delivered to you instantly for free, no matter where you are. Because I make your prayers and wishes come true. Science fact. You know what I'm saying? It's the only way to live. Why would you live any less? Why would you live any less, y'all? Why would you live any less? Anyway, I gotta go, y'all. I got to go. What's up, kitty cat? I got to go. The kitty wants to come in and say hello. What up, kitty? Oh, there's Rebel. What's up, Rebel? Say hi to everybody. What's up, Rebel? Oh, look at little Rebel. Oh, she's such a good kitty. She is. Yeah. She's a good little kitty. What's up, Rebel? How you doing, buddy? Look. Oh, look at them paws on her. She got thumbs. All right. Thank you, Rebel. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Your sweet little kitty. Yeah, so Love Club, y'all. We can't, what can we do? What can we do, y'all? The internet ain't the place for the truth no more, I guess. And until we, the people, take back the thing we call the internet, I guess. That's why I gotta confess, I gotta get the declaration off of my chest and save the world, save everyone, so every human being can pursue some fun and pursue a little happiness too. Life and liberty, it will all come true through Evanism, robotics, automation, save the human race without no hesitation. Make a proclamation, don't change the station. It's time to not be going backwards. It's time to step forward through my rhymes, cause Bill and Ted is real, that's what I reveal. And it's not time to chill, it's time for us to represent. Throw 111 in the air like you heaven sent. Yeah, what you gonna do? It's time for everyone's dreams and prayers to come true. Science fact, and get the load off of everybody's back. But it's time for me to go, it's time for me to end the show, and I gotta let you all motherfucking know that it's Love Club, yeah, it's true. Thanks for sharing the link to the show. But now it's time for me to go. I hope your mind has been blown like a fucking cyclone. Yeah, off into the unknown. I hope you learned a few things and feel a little more empowered when you hear me freestyle rap every hour. But it's time for me to go. It's time for me to end the show, and this is my last flow for now. Till then, I want to thank you all of my friends in the future watching this in 1,000 years. Who fucking who? Who we? Hell yeah. From the year 2020 to the year 2120. Oh, fuck it. 2111. Now that's going to be a year to remember. 2111. That is the year people are going to be watching this video, y'all. Looking back like this is why we have Halo technology. This is why we have ended starvation. This is why we have heaven on earth and true freedom, and we've ended homelessness and ended human labor and ended suffering and brought about world peace and ended war and violence. We. Thank you. Bye-bye. 111. Love Club. Welcome to Love Club. Welcome to Love Club. Welcome to Love Club. Welcome to Love Club. The first rule of Love Club, talk about Love Club. Second rule of Love Club, talk about Love Club. Third rule of Love Club, there are no rules. The fourth rule of Love Club, we make the rules. Fifth rule of Love Club, there ain't nothing we should do other than what we want to come true. So let's make something better together, cause we got the power. You know we got a band together forever. That Love Club, la 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 Love Club. That Love Club, that la 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 Love Club. You're a hero, you got the power deep inside, and you came to this planet Earth to provide a better quality of life for everything underneath the sun, and we got the plan here to get it done.